Alright, happy Easter to everyone who celebrate Easter. Hope you're enjoying your Sunday. Really appreciate you stopping by here to watch this. For those that do, Super Sunday here, Super Easter Sunday, I should say. OMC League, PES 2015. Got a matchup here to open up with Real Las Vegas hosting the Peanut Butter Pirates. I'm going to play as the Pirates, as I usually do, and they got their new Easter springish colored jerseys there on the right. See Raheem Sterling in there. Quite a nice color palette, I would say. I just made those and figured, why not? It's a good time to do these springy uniforms, so there we go. They're going to wear those new kits as they go to Vegas to take on Dembaba, Josh Duhamel, and Real Las Vegas, who are playing decently this season. Pirates playing really well this season. Have lost just once. So let's get this one kicked off. Pirates are getting good games now to Sterling and Royce and Nick, and just their offense is looking really good. PEANUTBUTTER restored to the starting lineup for the Pirates. I did turn down the game volume a bit here, guys, a little bit more, just so maybe you can hear my commentary a little bit easier. Sometimes I have the game volume up a little bit too high, or I talk too soft. It's different with each game, too. Sometimes I feel like some games are really loud and others are really quiet, even though I don't play around with the volume levels too much. A wonderful Wayne Newton's cookie jar here in Vegas. They're the fans. Vegas, 3 wins, 3 losses, and a draw. Decent start to the season. Dybala playing really well up top. He partners up there with Dembaba, Dybala, and Giovinco with Demal, Boyd, Pjanic. I mean, that's a very dangerous attack for Vegas as well. And here's the dangerous. We could see a lot of goals in this one. Peanut Butter Pirates are getting good play in the back, and Royce Sterling on the wings have been amazing. Nick up top's been showing what he can do, and he's only going to get better. PEANUTBUTTER restored to the lineup, and we are underway here in Vegas. Bonucci, Dembaba, and Tweedy. Vegas looking to get around a bit, to get in there, tackles in there. Wijnaldum. I love these Easter uniforms here that Pirates have. These are nice. They're going to wear these many more times this season, probably. Here's Luis. Oh, he's knocked down. No call. Dybala. Dembaba. Vegas controlling it early here at home. Giovinco over the top. Harry Maguire's there. Maguire trying to settle it down for his team. Does. Luis. Find options here. Here's Royce. It's great to see the Pirates, and I've talked about it before, but to see them really competing here this season is awesome. They improved last season, and now they're looking like they're ready to take a step further. Vegas as well, look back, they're back. Vegas missed the playoffs for the first time ever last season, and they're back. They look like they're ready to make another run at a playoff spot here. The additions of Dybala and Bonucci. All right, Royce to take. Gonna go for goal here. Oh! Well, in the end, harmless to Tim Krul in net, but I thought maybe it would sneak in. Josh Duhamel, the captain, pickpocketed by Royce. That's it in there. Floats one up there. Sterling has scored twice with his head. Oh, Nick! Oh, goes over Nick's head. Oh. I thought Nick was going to chest that down and rocket that home. Just got over his head. There's Dybala. And Tweedy. Vegas will pass it around time to time. They're in their old system, the 3-5-2, really. This is the system that brought them so much success in their early years. They've had James Conn at the helm this whole time. He changed up the system a few times, but he's going back to what he knows, and it's working. Drink water. Too far. Eric Lehigh, the American, a new signing. He's been pretty good for them. There's Bonucci's a big one. Pjanic, another new sign. So Vegas probably splashed more cash than anyone in the offseason. Picking up Pjanic, Lehigh, Bonucci, Dybala. I mean, it's a lot of big names coming in. A lot of quality players. They want this to be a rocking atmosphere again. It is Vegas after all. What happens in Vegas? Will it stay in Vegas? The Pirates are hoping they can leave Vegas with 3 points. Hopefully he doesn't stay here with the home side. Let's see. Oh, it's a bad pass there, Dembaba. Giovinco will drop deep. He's taken out by Wijnaldum. Now Sterling. Look to shape one in there. And too far out of bounds, actually. Went right over the top of the net. Coming up next, guys, we got another one of the staples on the channel. The SOCA Warriors are going to be hosting LUTHOR Holland in Trinidad. So multi-apples, if you're watching, you don't want to miss that one. And oh, Maguire with a very important interception there. Dybala was nearly in. Dybala now 4 goals on the season. Really got, I mean, there's so many weapons on both sides here. Adam trying to defend Ba from getting the ball, but then I don't want Dybala running in behind. Lloyd can shoot from distance. You got Giovinco. The ball, we don't want Jamal crossing the ball. Watch that. Nice job, Wijnaldum. Temporarily closed down. Felipe Luis is there. Pirates defense has been very much improved this season. The addition of Harry Maguire. That one shot curled, nearly went in. Dybala with the left peg. Oh my goodness. Out of nothing. Just kind of curled it in there. That would have been some goal. But yeah, Ben Foster's improved the net, no doubt about that. Steve Hayden is back to his best. Kristen Stewart's improved as well, so this back line has really become really well. And even a player like Martin Kelly came in and played a game, played really well. I think his name's Martin Kelly. Maybe not, I don't know. Giovinco. Now Dybala. Dembaba, the Senegalese superstar. I love Dembaba, guys. He's one of my favorite players of all time. Last I checked, he was playing in China or something. I'm not sure if he's still there. He might be close to retirement by now, but I love Dembaba. Kristen Stewart, good run here, and she's going to win her side a corner. So I have a sip of the coffee, and it's actually a goal kick. How good has Harry Maguire been for this team? Oh my goodness. He's been one of the best center backs in the league by far. He's we approach the midway point. This is the 8th game of the season for both teams, so almost to the halfway point. 10 marks the half. It's a 20-game season for each team. I think I'm going to do an all-star game as well. I want to get that incorporated in the league a little more than I have, especially with it being on live on the channel now. Nick Wijnaldum trying to bust through. They can't. But I think it'll be fun. Dembaba. Shot saved by Foster. Couldn't catch up the ball there. He was too strong, but we managed to keep him out wide, so he couldn't get a better angle on that shot. Get it out. Still there. Dybala is cleared. Frantic in the box. Bonucci, Carly Lloyd. There's Thiago Silva in the back, the Rock. Can't get the ball here, but we're going to press high. Pirates like to press. Win the ball high up the pitch. Attack with purpose. Look at this press here, but Vegas get out of it nicely. Cannot win the ball here. Maguire's there. Couldn't keep it in. Pjanic now for Vegas. Bala flicking it on. Dembaba off the post. It's going to be a yellow card for Luis. What is going on here? Might even be a penalty kick. Oh, the follow through. It's going to be a pen for Vegas. And it's Giovinco to take. Sebastian Giovinco, the atomic ant. Oh, he goes right down the middle. I slightly dove to the goalie's right there. Vegas have the lead here at home. Sebastian Giovinco scores his first of the season. It's from the spot. Foster, well, couldn't get a hand on that one. And the atomic ant has scored here. Set this place into a ruckus on Easter Sunday. Now Kristen Stewart looking for Nick as the Pirates looking to come right back. Nick crossing one. Royce! Oh wow, what a horrible header. Has to do better there. What was that? He was wide open. Could have brought that down. That's absolutely astonishing from Marco Royce with a miss like that. Good setup by Nick. That was a golden opportunity. Come right back. Drink water. Why not? This one far from over though. We know the Pirates can score with the best of them right now. Imagine if the Pirates add like one more attacking piece in the transfer window, like how good they could be going forward. If they were to get like another really good, maybe striker or like attacking mid. I mean, they have Mahrez as well on the bench. Mahrez, Baca. Natalie Brugli is no slouch on the bench either. She's very good. They got Kingsley Coleman. Luis. Almost blocked. He might have another bite at it. Wants it on the left. Sterling going up. It's better from the Pirates. Stewart. Kristen Stewart. Oh! I really love that my neighbors can probably just hear me screaming these random names. Like Kristen Stewart. I'll be like, what is he doing over there every Sunday? Here's drink water. Carly Lloyd. Sterling. This is better from the Pirates. Oh, couldn't get Nick in. I thought that Stewart one was going to creep in though. Careful here. Nice defending from Stewart. Just the follow through on the tackle created the penalty. That's all that separates us now. If Luis doesn't make contact there, it's still 1-0. It's still 0-0. That shot did hit the post. Wijnaldum. Putting one up there. Covers it. That one blocked. Vegas doing pretty good on defense. Wijnaldum. Good control. Needs an option here. Here's it goes. Nick. Offside somewhere in there. Yep. Just about halftime here at the cookie jar. Wayne Newton, the owner of this team, of course. Who else would it be? Mr. Vegas himself. Watching from his presidential suite up there. Good move by Demba Ba. But Stewart comes across Ba now. And it's dragged wide. Couldn't win it. It's how the computer gets some of their goals. Is like you win the ball, but you can't clear it well enough in this one. And they just pick up the rebound and poke it in. It's happened a couple times here. Not much you can do about it. When you mash X to clear it, sometimes they just can't get a foot on it. Luis. Bullet was looking to get in. Bullet, kind of a slow start to the season for him. He just has the 1 goal. He does have 3 assists though, so let's be fair. He does have 3 assists. They just expect more goals out of him. He is getting older though. That's why they're trying to breed Nick to be the star striker here, and might need a little backup up top. 1-0 at the half. Vegas possession pretty even. Shots in favor of Vegas. So I don't think I'm going to make any changes quite yet. And let's get going. Anybody? Did anybody subscribe because of because of any of these PES videos? I don't know. Like, I know this isn't one of the most popular. I mean, people have seemed to have watched some of my PES 2019 stuff and some of this 2015. But I wonder if people were subscribing because of any of this, because I want to connect with more PES fans as well. Not just soccer fans, but PES fans as well. Luis. That's an incredible ball. Oh, couldn't quite angle it right to Wijnaldum. Shoot. Dangerous here. Marco Royce. Royce. Cutting in. Sterling. Closed down by Blas Matuidi. And the Frenchman will switch it. There's Thiago Silva. I guess knocking it around to that. Drink water for Nick. Oh, volleyed it, but couldn't quite control it enough to get. It did sit up nicely there for the youngster. This will be a big win for Vegas if they hold on here. I mean, these are going to be two teams that are really going to be hoping to get into the playoffs for sure. Obviously, Pirates with the talent they have now and the attacking options, and Vegas are just a club that always expects to be in the playoffs, and actually a fan base that expects to be competing for a cup every season. With the team they have right now, they should be. I mean, look at the talent they have as well. Lots of talent on this Vegas team. Kristen Stewart Stewart with the good run. Royce. Bonucci's there. Drink water while floats it too high. Oh, what's this call? Offsides. Why even call that when the goalie catches it? Just let it play on. Right now, my team, LFO Music, are struggling to make a playoff spot right now. My team's offense is really bad right now. My teams might need to try and sign somebody else or trade or whatever. Baba. I did lose a lot of good attacking players in the offseason though. This one cut through. Steve Hayden. Why does the goalie not come for that one? It's going to be a corner kick, but really Ben Foster should have been picking that one up. Giovinco, and there's Foster. Sterling. A quiet game for Raheem Sterling. Here he goes. Now for Royce. It's just creeped out of bounds. This isn't happening right now for the Pirates. Right here, Royce. Bullet turns. Oh my gosh. So close there. Good feet. I didn't know I was going to get the better side of who was that? Bonucci or Lehigh? Might have been Lehigh, and I just kind of turned and tried to fire it as quickly as I could. Might have been able to one-time that shot. Good defending, Stewart. That was a great chance for him. Dybala. And Sterling. Now Ba. Wasn't a bad effort by Ba, but right at Foster. A bullet go. Nick. Nick's in. Shot saved. Nick again. Sterling. Oh my gosh. Can't get it there. Pirates now creating stuff. They can't finish. Nick got too tight of an angle there, I think. Back comes Dybala. Is he on? He is. Harry Maguire, though. Game opening up now. Dybala. He's in. Oh. What happened there? He like stopped and I have no idea what happened there. Alright, we're going to bring out Umut Bulut. Going to bring in Natalie and Bruglio. I know Oldham's going to come out. We're going to bring in Mahrez. We're going for it here. Pirates got to go for it here. It's good for now. I mean, Sterling starting to get involved, so I might leave him out there a little bit. If not, maybe we bring in Kingsley Coman, or maybe it's time for It's a Redberry. Sterling's energy's dropping a bit too. Bullet. Looking for Wijnaldum, who's going to be coming out. Oh. Pjanic. Could be 2-2 this game right now. Demba Ba. Trying to get around some defenders. Can't get by Steve Hayden. The defense keeping the Pirates in this one. Sterling. Nick might be in again here. He is. Oh. Was that deflected? Thiago Silva came in. No, I just had to shoot it high because otherwise he would have blocked it. So I tried to find that upper corner. Chances coming now. Natalie Bruglia in, the veteran. Riyad Mahrez checks in as well. Try and create some more. Those are good weapons to have off the bench. I'll tell you, really quality players. Here's Sterling. Mahrez opens it up for Stewart. Nothing really developed there. Bruglia. Sterling and Bruglia. Looking for Royce. It's in. Marco Royce crashing the far post. What a ball from Imbruglia. The Australian singer whips it across. Marco Royce gets his 4th goal of the season. And Imbruglia, that's her first assist. That's a heck of a cross. We are tied at 1. Pirates coming off of a 1-1 draw, while Vegas is coming off of a, let me check real quick, a 2-2 draw. So both teams coming off of ties. I don't think the Pirates will be disappointed with this result at all on the road in Vegas. The way their team's continuing to gather points, they would be pleased with this, especially after trailing. Can they go on and win this? Vegas, on the other hand, will definitely want the 3 points more so. Mahrez. Mahrez. No. Imbruglia. Can't control it there. Dembaba. Bala. Vegas have had their chances, that's for sure. Get another one. Mahrez putting on the pressure. Bonucci escapes, but this one bounces beyond. No, it doesn't. Steve Hayden recovers. Just got that right, Steve Hayden. The one and only Steve Hayden. Maguire can't get it. Dybala flicks it to nobody. Gotta keep it away from there. Gotta hold the ball up, somebody. Nick wins it. And their faces, come on, keep pressing. Pjanic is in. Oh, Ben Foster read it well. Ben Foster doesn't get to that. I was afraid they were going to chip the goalie again. They do that so many times on those through balls when the goalie comes out. If they get to it first, they just do a one-time chip. Boom. Easy peasy goal for the computer. Those scare me every time they get beyond the defense. Here's Sterling. Actually, I'm going to bring Sterling out. He's running out of energy a bit over there. Bring in It's a Redberry. This will do some defensive work as well. It's a Redberry. Mahrez loses it. Royce is actually out of energy too, but I think I might give him the full 90 here. Shivenko. Steve Hayden trying to stick the ball here. Oh. Hayden blocks that one. This one does get through, but he can't control it. Knocked down, no call. Good challenge, Hayden. Oh my goodness, how good is Steve Hayden right now? He is playing like he did early on in his career here. Well, in the league, I should say. He used to play for Xbox Soccer and my team as well, Alpha Music, when he was a top-class defender. And came to the Pirates, did pretty good, but then kind of faded away for a bit. But he is back, Steve Hayden. He is ferocious back there. I love it. I love that kind of defending, guys. I love to see that in real life too. Mahrez. Sterling. Taking one. It's going to be a throw-in. And It's a Redberry's coming in. Oh, taken out immediately. Cleared away. Just a few moments left here. Does either side win this? Here's Angel Di Maria has just checked in. It's Steve Hayden again. Might not be the quickest in there, but boy does he read the game so well. Nick now in the 89th minute. Oh, can't get the through ball. Mahrez was making the run. It's deflected back to Royce. Nobody can control it right now. Ping ponging all over the place. Dembaba, he can't get the ball off him, but Bruglia does. She's been awesome since coming in. Bruglia. Still in Bruglia. That's Royce. The throw-in for the Pirates. We're into stoppage time. This is it right here. Bruglia turns. She fires. Saved by Poole. Well, she was trying to win it there. That's it. 1-1 to share the spoils here in Vegas. Not a bad result for either team, especially for the Pirates. That's a good one. Keeps the points going. Entertaining game for sure. Pretty even game as well. Shots were even. Possession was relatively even. Let's take a look. Dembaba gets player of the game. Andre Ayew checked in. Didn't even see him once with the ball. Mahrez and Bruglia. It's a Redberry came in. And there was one card, I think it was for Fluis, yeah. So the 4th tie of the season for the Pirates. Picks up another point for them. That'll give the Pirates 13 points here. Very good. Actually, temporarily right now, the Peanut Butter Pirates, looking at the standings right here in front of me, guys, I've written down, that would make the Pirates are actually temporarily in first place in Group B by goals scored. Their goal differential is the same with Philly, but they have some more goals scored. So, oh wait, never mind. Sorry, no, I looked at the wrong one. Never mind. Cancel that. Cancel what I just said. They're tied for first in points, but they're not in first. Okay, so Philly's still in first, and Reinvented Lightning are right there too. Reinvented Lightning are in second, and Pirates are in third. Pirates are in third right now, but tied with points. So a little update there. I gotta update you guys on the standings more often. I've only done that like once, but I do like to put the records in the description so you guys can see how good everyone's doing. Let's get to the next one, because the next up we got LUTHOR HOLLAND, as I said, and the SOCA Warriors. If you guys are looking for a really good soccer simulation game and you're like, get PES. Like, FIFA has all the licensing and everything, but as far as like real soccerness goes, it's all about PES. And if you don't even care like what year it is, or you just want like a soccer game to play, for Xbox One or PS4, like even get like PES 2016 is a great game. Like I'd probably recommend that one or PES or the new one. I mean they're all good, but 16 and 17 is a good one as well. 19 is probably the best, but that'll be a little more expensive. Although I don't know how much it is now. It might have dropped in price. Anyways, I'm going to be playing as the home side, who is the SOCA Warriors. Had to think there for a second. So I'll see if Multi-Apples and Company. SOCA Warriors, I think they're coming off of a victory, if I'm not mistaken. They are. That's right. They beat the Candy Stripers in their last game. That seemed like forever ago. They went to Candyland and got themselves an upset over there. What can we do with these jerseys here? Yeah, we'll go with that. Luthor Corp coming in just 1 win in the season, 4 draws and 2 losses, so not the greatest start for Luthor Corp, a team that expects to be in the playoffs. SOCA Warriors really just hoping for the best. They aren't a team that expects to be in the playoffs. They're obviously going to try, but they aren't exactly a club that's built to be a playoff team. Not right now. Let's bring in. I'm gonna give Thomas Azier a start in there. I don't think he started yet. We'll bring. And we're going to start Peltier again on the right side here for this team. Kenwin Jones up top, who really they need to start scoring. Thomas Azier makes his first start of the season. I'm just marking down the lineups, guys. Yes, I keep track of all the lineups every season for every team. It's really neat to look back on, guys. If I could show you all this stuff, I would. I mean, I'd probably post like all the stats in a video or something. I'd have to like electronically do it all, and that would take ages to do that. But if anybody has any questions about the league or the history of it, like I'm always down to answer questions here. Alright, let me just make sure I got my bench right here, guys. Diego for oh no, the Japanese legend. I'll bring him in on the bench. We're gonna go with that. Usual defense for the SOCA Warriors. We can pick a different ball, something kind of springy. There we go. So another one here on Easter Sunday, guys. Super Sunday. If anybody does happen to catch this on Twitch or YouTube, I will be streaming probably more stuff today since I'm not working. I might be heading to a friend's later. I could be doing other stuff for the channel. I'm not sure yet. It's kind of just play it by hour, really. I don't know. Holidays are always kind of tough for me these days, but I enjoy doing the streams as always, guys. Gives me something to look forward to. Let's kick this one off. Right, so we're at the SOCA Center, Trinidad and Tobago. SOCA Warriors hosting Luthor Corp. Both these teams on the outside of the playoff line, looking in, trying to put together some results now. Both teams coming off of victories, I believe. Yeah, Luthor Corp won their first game last game, defeating Girls Gone Wild 2-0. So both teams will be looking to continue that form. Tim McClay and Van Persie will bring out their sides, their squads. Well, this is a very much underachieving Luthor Corp team right now. Make no mistake about that. It'll be 1 win, 2 losses, 4 draws early in the season. Not what they expected. They got to get it going. The talent they have, they expect better results. SOCA Warriors a bit. Honestly, I think the SOCA Warriors are overachieving a bit this year already. With 2 wins, 3 losses, 2 draws. That's a pretty good record for them. Keeps them in the hunt early on. I mean, considering almost midway through the season the SOCA Warriors are in the playoff race, they'll take that. So every game's big. Every game is big now. It's so much parity and so many good clubs now. It's great, guys, because you never know who's going to get in. You know, there's only so much I can control with the teams I play as. Sometimes when I simulate games, but with the computer playing, you know, it's kind of neat to see who turns out victorious or whatever. There's Peltier, Yedlin. SOCA Warriors going to look to get into their possession game early here, hopefully. They did this against the Candy Stripers. And, oh man, it was just a treat for them to go to Candyland and win. Not only win, but get a shutout there against the Candy Stripers. It's quite a feat. Not a lot of teams go to Candyland and win, and let alone get shutouts there. One of the most feared offensive clubs in league history, the Candy Stripers. Here's Peltier. Zayak wins it back. Good start by the SOCA Warriors here, bossing this one. They will outnumber, yes, they should outnumber Luther Corp in the midfield. The problem is on these wings here. Good defending by Clay. Jovan Jones. SOCA Warriors always articulate about their passes here, not forcing much. And Percy. And Tim McClay again there. Multi-Apple steps in, good defending from him. Has he been such a good signing in there? Really has been. Even, I mean, Multi-Apples, they weren't sure he was going to start right away when they signed him, but they did start him, and he's been really, really good back there. And not only is defending, but let's talk about what about that world-class goal he got earlier in the season. Incredible. Zazier. He's going to look to impress here in his first start. Usually a bench guy, but Rutger Hauer says he likes the energy he plays with, wants him to get some starts as well. Teote loses it. Whipple very key on the sides there. Here's Jermaine Lenz. Marakamshik trying to get in, and it's defended well, and it's going to be a goal kick actually. That one like almost hit the crossbar and went out. So this is a very important game for both clubs, it really is. I know I say that about a lot of games, guys, but it's so true in this league. Wait till we get to the playoffs, guys. That's so fun in this league to play the playoff games. We're gonna have like streams of like 2 or 3 games in one. And the playoffs in this league, I know I've mentioned it before, but it's the top 8 from each group. So there's 16 teams in each group, and the top 8 from each go to the playoffs and are seeded appropriately. 1 plays 8, 2 plays 7, 3 plays 6, 4 plays 5. And the winners are then reseeded into the second round. And there's a shot and a goal, and it's Van Persie. Well, out of nothing really. Can't let him get it on that left foot. Robin Van Persie, the veteran, he gets his 3rd of the year. As I'm trying to explain the playoffs, Van Persie rudely interrupts me. Scores a goal. Couldn't get a tackle in. That's from way out too. Was there an assist there? There was. It might have been Schneider. It was from Wesley Schneider. His 3rd assist of the year. Well, when Luther Corp are on, they can score. And Percy. And sorry, I just had to mark that down, guys. And it's 1-0 to the visitors. Good start, Luther Corp Holland. Now they get the one chance and put it in. Just a really good strike from Van Persie. It wasn't closed down enough. Back to my playoff statement. Yeah, top 8, and the seedings are there. And then obviously the winner from each set of brackets plays in the cup. Every round's a best of 3. So first round, second round, and the semifinals are all best of 3. So the first 2 wins in the series. The higher seed obviously gets the home field advantage. games 1 and 3, 3 if necessary. And the Cup, the OMC Cup, is always one game. The team with the better record in the regular season hosts it. I feel like that's how it should be. Peltier. So, say you're like the 7th seed in the group, and you finish with like 45 points or something like that. You know, who knows? But yet you're playing the 5th seed of the other group, and they finished with like 43 points. You'd still get to host the Cup because you had a better record. So that's another reason why the regular season matters too. Every point. You know, if you somehow get to the Cup, you want to have a chance to host it. Not a lot of different teams have hosted the Cup. Here's Zayak. Kenwyne Jones. Oh, what a horrible miss. I was trying to still in, by the way. How did he end up shooting it that way? I have no idea what happened on that shot. That just shows you what the kind of season Kenwyne Jones is having. Thomas Azier. Oh my gosh. Lens will pick it up. Played Van Persie. He's off to the race. Luthor Corp looking for more here. Lex Luthor loving what he sees so far. Way by McClay. Schneider can't keep it. There's DeAndre Yedlin. Good flick there. Zayak. Kenwyne Jones again. Oh. Good keeping by Claudio Bravo. And not there I forget where is Bravo Chilean? Is he the Chilean goalie? I can't remember. Claudio Bravo, Keylor Navas. One of them is the Chilean goalie. I can't remember which one. But good keeping there by Bravo. Michael C. Hall. Tiote. And DeAndre Yedlin. Trinidad International. Peltier. Good link up there. Find it through there. Looking it through there. Aloha, Jack. Happy Sunday, happy Easter if you celebrate. Not sure if I have no idea what countries even celebrate Easter. I guess it's different for everybody, but nonetheless, happy Sunday to you, my friend. It's Azier. Joined some games on the league here. Yedlin. Peltier. Happy Easter to you. Thank you so much. Do you follow soccer at all, Jack? Or football, I should say. Call it football there, I know. I don't know why we call it soccer in the States. I know we have an American football here, but they barely use their feet. So we have to call it soccer. There's Yedlin. Oh, can't keep it in there. Jermaine Lenz. Body's hitting the floor. No, the referee just stands by. Doesn't really care. And it's Van Persie. Ooh. Schneider, close it down. That's offsides. Ooh. Oh, you don't follow it that much. Okay, that's fine. I didn't know. Figured I'd ask. Obviously I'm a huge football fan. Soccer, whatever people want to call it. Get it out of there. It's weird because people that are like first meeting me in real life and stuff, they don't expect me to be a sports guy. Like I guess I don't seem like a typical sports person, even though I like to be athletic. I've played sports pretty much my whole life. I followed sports, so like oh, there's another goal. There's another goal, and it's falling apart for the SOCA Warriors, but we can get back in this. It's Jermaine Lenz. That came out of nothing as well. His 4th goal this season. This Luthor Corp team looks like they've woken up this season. I mean, that just came out of nothing. I think Van Persie was there. Listen to the whistles from this home crowd. Not happy with the defending right there. It's 2-0 to the roadside. And I don't know if the SOCA Warriors, not a very good offensive team. Got to try and come back here. Jovan Jones. I should put you in the league, Jack. I don't know why I haven't put you in the league yet. You got my buddy Sean Turk in there. Multi Apples, who comes in on some of the streams, wanted to beat on the SOCA Warriors. There he is, Multi Apples. And since you are you're English, right? So I could probably put you. I do have a few teams based in England. Jovan Jones, oh, and Percy again. Just getting dangerous now. Oh, referee, have a look at that. That's going to be a British, yeah. That's awesome. I've always wanted to go to England, like go to like London and stuff and visit. I'm terrified of going on an airplane, so and I would need like a lot of money to go do that. One day I hope to get over there. I want to see a lot of Europe actually. I want to go to Paris. I want to go to Italy. There's Yedlin. Amsterdam would be cool. Belgium, you know. Multi Apples wins it. It's got to be a. Look at this. LUTHOR really going for this one. This is going to be a tough game to come back in, guys. Here's Jermaine Lenz. Good defending by Clay, but he loses it. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, that one nearly in. My goodness. Coming a Circuit City sale there in the back. Problem is, if I ever went to like Paris or something, I'd probably never want to come back. Like, yeah, just gonna live there now. You'd have to get like a work permit or something, and like a citizenship or something to move there, I would think. Something like that. I don't know. I don't know how it works, but. Yedlin. The SOCA Warriors just want this half to end, really. There it is. 2-0. LUTHOR looking like the LUTHOR we expect to see. Look at the possession though. All SOCA Warriors. The shots, all LUTHOR. Very interesting stats there. So Jack, if you're still with me, what have you been up to lately? Anything much? Maybe just work or something? We're gonna. Kelvin Jones just is not cutting it up there. We're gonna bring in. Gutierrez. Jovan Jones hasn't been good over there. I don't even know who to bring in. We'll bring in Matias Fernandez. Defense is struggling as well. Oof, I don't really know. It's just like I'm gonna make a lot of changes there. I'm making 3 changes already. Carlos Edwards coming in as well. Things got to change here for the SOCA Warriors. Down 2-0 at home. And they were lucky to be only down 2-0. All the possession, but not really the chances. And very interesting stat line there. I mean, 81% of the possession, the SOCA Warriors. No shots on target. Just 19% for LUTHOR, and they end up with 6 shots, 5 on target, 2 goals. So they did their work quick. Here's Matias Fernandez, the club legend. Chilean, loved here by the fans. Him and Stephen Appia are probably the two biggest, and I would say Tim McClay as well, are the three biggest club legends here. Shaka Hislop's up there as well. Zayak! There it is! Forced the turnover, an early goal. Zayak finally has scored his first for the SOCA Warriors. And it was a little Sour Patch Kid that just popped up to him there. I don't know why I called it a Sour Patch Kid, but why not? We'll call it a Sour Patch Kid. We'll call it whatever we want on the channel. He'll take any goal at that point, any way of scoring. Kind of like broke to him. He stole it, deflected off the goalie with the shot. I was just trying to get as much on this shot as I could. Deflected in. That's a huge goal early on in the half. Haven't done much lately. Been meaning to get back to working on the story I started a while back, as you should. Not something is ever published. Just something I want to do for fun. Yeah, you never know about getting published there. I was trying to read and defend that at the same time, but I mean, yeah, if you're just like more so you want to do it for yourself, that's really good too. I mean, that was kind of what I was doing with my music for a while, just really doing it for myself, but now I realize I want other people to be touched by the music, so I'm going to share it even more than I ever have, and I want it to be better for myself too. But I mean, if you ever want to be published, I say you should definitely make an effort to try and do so with your stories. If you ever want to share those, man, I have a link to them anywhere. I'll definitely give it a read. Share it with other people. Well, not everybody likes sharing their work. I get that. I'm one who can't wait to share my work even when it's not even ready yet. Thomas Agier. Sometimes it's hard for me to be patient to share my stuff. That's why I share a lot of demos and stuff on the channel, because I just want to get feedback and see what people like. Zayak. Spring in their step now, the SOCA Warriors. Now they're bossing the game. Michael C. Hall. Tito Gutierrez. Zayak. The LUTHOR are reeling here. They haven't come out of the halftime locker room yet. That one's crossed in but out of bounds. Goodness me, a total contrast from the first half here. Whatever Rutger Hauer said to his team in the halftime locker room is working wonders. It's like the SOCA Warriors are playing like their lives are depending on it right now. Matias Fernandez. Changes have helped. Gutierrez now. Azier looking to link up but can't quite lay it off. This is dangerous though. We can't let them break. Gregory Vanderveel. Lens. Now Hamshik. That's offsides. How is he on? Good defending, multi-apples. Brilliant. Tremendous one-on-one defending there. Azier. Gutierrez again. Gutierrez! Ooh. Bravo had to punch that over. Zayak to take. How good is it to see Zayak finally score? Yedlin! Oh, it's a wonder goal. It's an absolute Georgia peach from the American. Bravo shaking his head. Nothing he can do about that. That is... Has Yedlin scored yet? Yeah, that's Yedlin's second goal of the season. For the defender, that's crazy. What a finish this is. Thank you very much. Have some of that. Put that on your crackers with some cheese. Boom. That one dipped in there. That was a big dipper. What a strike. Ooh, I could watch that one all day. 2-2. Brand new ball game here. This is unbelievable from the SOCA Warriors. And here comes LUTHOR. Well, plenty of eggs in this Easter basket here. Fans getting a treat here on Easter Sunday. You guys at home are enjoying a good game here. To Gutierrez, Fernandez, Zayak. There's an offside somewhere in there. Catch my breath here. It's 2-2. Azier, what is happening to this game? In there, Fernandez. Oh, hooking one across, looking for Gutierrez. Here's Mark Schneider. Right now your money would be on the SOCA Warriors the way this one's going. They looked completely out of this game in the first half. Late on. To McClade as well. Azier, good composure to settle that one. Tiote doing what he does best, winning the ball. Carlos Edwards now. Yedlin, who just scored an unbelievable strike there. The American right back has 2 goals on the season already. For a defender, that's really good, just 8 games in. Especially for this team that have trouble getting goals from their forwards, let alone having their defenders go up there and score. That's their 3rd goal from defense already this season. Multi-Apples has one. Here's Yedlin again, using his pace. Offsides. I waited too long. I was kind of in 2 minds there as whether I should shoot again or play in one of my players. Oh, I had Gutierrez down there. Yeah, I completely messed that play up. That was my fault. Human error on that one. Here's Thomas Azier. Edwards. Again with Boston possession. Well, the fans are happy now. Gotta love this fight back from the SOCA Warriors. This team, I told you, they play with spirit. I love it. Underdogs almost every game they go into, and they play with such a high spirit that keeps them in the games. And they're getting results. Fans at home probably falling in love with this team, huh? If they can get in the playoffs, I would love to see this team in the playoffs, because it would be exciting to see what they could do, what they could pull off. They got to get there. Not going to be easy. And I went through there, and Mandanda will easily pick that one up. This will probably be the last, the only other game I'm going to do for this Super Sunday, guys, on Easter, because I do have other stuff I'm going to be doing today. Other stuff I'm going to be streaming. But I definitely wanted to play a couple big games on Easter here. Hope you guys like those Easter jerseys from the Pirates, the Peanut Butter Pirates. Those were pretty neat. And 2 good games here to watch. Here's Michael C. Hall. Looking for Zayak, just a little bit out of his reach. Claudio Bravo will pick it up. I'm going to make some more changes here. Thomas Azier. We're going to bring in Ono, and might be it there. Yeah, I guess that's it now. Japanese veteran Ono. Here's the first part. If you ever have the time, I can post the link elsewhere too if need be. No, that's fine. That's great. I can what I can do is I'll click the link when I'm about to end the stream, and then I'll just bookmark the page on my my browser. DeviantArt.com. Okay. Guardians of Earth. Dude, that's awesome. Thank you so much for sharing that. So if you don't mind, I mean, other people that might happen to watch this on Twitch, because they'll be able to see the comments, if they want to check out that story there, the first part, go ahead and give that a read, people. Please. For Zayak, what a clearance that is. That's another reason why I really like doing this channel, is to obviously to connect with people is the main thing, and support their projects as well, and their art and their passions, because being able to be involved in podcast already, you know, was really, really cool. A fun experience, and then hopefully being able to collaborate with, you know, on music with people and stuff, and even be able to play some games with some people as well is also a good collaboration. This is Van Persie. He gets in. I couldn't get a tackle in. It's a really cruel way to end this one. Oh, that's a dagger in the hearts of every fan here. I don't know why I couldn't get the ball. Veltman steps up. Jermaine Lenz. Just look at all those tackles in there that couldn't. Look at that one. Tiote can't get it. Can't get it again. Another one comes flying in. LUTHOR Corp may have just stolen all 3 points here. That might be a big loss for the SOCA Warriors if they can't come back here. A few minutes left. Zayak. Veltman. Zono. Tiote. Not typical defending from SOCA Warriors here. Oh no! Oh, I was about to say, oh yes. That had gone in. Looking for more here. It's Farfan. And Persie again. My goodness. Every time they get the ball, they come forward and look dangerous. They don't even have a lot of possession, but they make the most of it here. You get Matias Fernandez. And the club legend trying to break through. Trying to get another one to the side. If he were to score here, it would just add to the legend that is Matias Fernandez here. Tiote needs a better angle for a pass here. And Zayak. Oh no. Can't get it. I'm getting a little too cute there. Come on, win it. Multi-Apples wins it. This is it. Last chance saloon. Fernandez. Gutierrez. Yes! Oh, I wasn't sure if he was going to get to that one. Tito Gutierrez has tied it up in the dying moments. What a finish here at the SOCA Center. Unbelievable stuff. Oh, that was a great pass. I saw Tito pointing that he wanted that one. Great ball by Matias Fernandez. Oh, I wasn't sure if he was going to get to that header. Matias Fernandez's second assist in the year and a 3-3 tie here. Never thought I'd be saying that with a SOCA Warriors game. Usually involved in very low scoring games, but this is one for the fans to enjoy here. And is there more? Is there more here? Ziyech. Oh, Fernandez. Woo. I was actually trying to volley that one, but he ended up just heading that one pretty softly. That was another chance. 3-3 here. What a game. Oh no, waves to the fans. Crazy, crazy finish there. Never know what's going to happen here. Look at the possession again. SOCA Warriors way more shots in the second half. Let me mark down who came in. Just Farfan for LUTHOR Corp, huh? SOCA Warriors brought in Tito Gutierrez. So my pencil's breaking here. Matias Fernandez. Carlos Edwards, right? And oh no. I'll mark down the cards. Thank you so much to everybody watching on this Easter Sunday, or whenever you end up watching this. Much appreciated. Hope you guys enjoyed the PES. Big thanks to Jack for coming in, chatting, and sharing his first part of his story there. I'm going to actually click on that right now so I have that up on my browser. The prologue there. Guardians of Earth. Definitely going to give that a read. And always feel free to join me, guys, for these Super Sundays on the channel. We always do these. Been doing these for several months now, I think. It's just something really fun to do every Sunday and get you guys involved in the league and my PES content. Mark down the cards there. But thanks again to everybody watching. Much appreciated. And I'll see you guys on the next part. Happy Easter to everyone. Have lots of food, candy. Spend good time with people. So, till next time, 0 is the number.